everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different with Pokemon Go. I decided to chop up a bunch of clips of me playing throughout the day, and I've kind of spliced them all together to make a relatively long video, because the last one I feel was good but wasn't long enough. Now just here we hit a polywell, which is quite a large polywell. I think it's the highest one I have seen. But you know, classic raspberry and ultra ball, as you do. But I'm sure you've been intrigued by the title of this video. I did stumble across a Venusaur, but that clip comes later in the video, I think. So if you do manage to stay awake, I commend you, and you'll be able to see me find a Venusaur. So in this clip here, I was actually out with a couple of my friends, and we went out on a nice little Pokémon, which lasted about 2 hours. Actually, it was really good, but my battery started to play up a bit, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to play as well as record for the entire time we were out, so I only recorded for a little while. But I think this area was pretty good. You can see the park in the distance and all that kind of stuff. There's quite a few Pokestops around and rustling in the grass, so it's quite a nice area. Now there are 2 Gyaradoses in this area, which I find very strange. I think Gyarados is one of the rarest Pokemon, to be honest. I'm not sure if they managed to evolve that or otherwise. Now the only reason I am not attempting to get that gym is firstly because the Gyarados would probably destroy me, and secondly, I am on a different team to my friends, and they were trying to take that gym down together, but they were unsuccessful because that Gyarados is ridiculous. But I had just hit level 21, which was really nice, and I decided to buy an incense because there was a fair bit of rustling going around, and I thought that an incense could maybe attract some really rare Pokemon, but in my area I tend to see a lot of Doduos, Pidgeys, Rattatats, Zubats. Yeah, I think they're the most common. Maybe a Sparrow. They're pretty common. But as I look at my phone currently, I have 3 10k eggs. They're about halfway through hatching, so tomorrow's video I can hatch those and record that just to show you guys what I get out of those. But yeah, so while my friends are trying to take down that gym, and since I've got the incense, I eventually go for a walk and decide to go on my own way. Now I'm not sure if you can hatch a Gyarados out of a 10k egg. I don't know if that's a thing. I hope you guys can let me know, because I really don't know how they caught 400 candies worth of Magikarps. That's insane. I think I am about 50 candies in, and I'm level 21, so I don't think I'm going to be getting a Gyarados for a very long time. So as you can see there, we've still got the 3-step glitch. I think this was recorded on the 27th, and it's still there. So trying to find Pokemon around me was not the easiest, although there are ways around it, like the way Pokemon are laid out on the nearby menu, and they get closer to the top left as they get closer in distance, etc, etc. But as you guys can see, the majority of what I'm getting right now is Zubats, Doduos, and on my nearby there's currently a Squirtle, which is really cool. But slight spoiler, I don't think I find a Squirtle, which is really disappointing. But I think that finding the rarer Pokemon comes later, although we did find a large Poliwhirl before, so as you can see, I'm just walking through the streets near a park and collecting all the Pokestops as I go along. Now, it seems that the most effective way of attracting Pokemon to where you are is using the lure modules. Now, the problem with lure modules is that obviously one lure module could be okay, but that often spawns about a Pokemon every 3 or 4 minutes, so optimistically you'd want to have 2 going at a time, but if possible 3 or more that you can be standing around at once, and they're all going at once, can attract a lot of Pokemon. As you'll see later in the video, that might have been luck, but I definitely feel that the lures played a hand in attracting some of those Pokemon. So I keep going through this gym because my friends are still trying to deal with it, but they're struggling, so I'm trying to see what all the fuss is about and how strong the Gyarados is. But yeah, as you can see, my favourite Pokemon, the Doduo, has come again. So nowadays, I find myself just catching Doduos and stuff. I managed to take about a 6k walk yesterday, and I really explored the area around where I live to see if there was anything close enough to me that was really good for catching Pokemon. And it turns out that there's a very good place, and I have a clip of that place coming up next, I think. I think that's later. I'm sorry guys, I don't remember the order I've put these clips in, so we'll have to wait and see. So now looking into that park, there's not too much going on. I seem to be standing very close to some Pokemon, but they don't seem to want to come out and get caught, unfortunately. Now, in regards to coins and gold and all of that, I have made I did pay a little bit of money to get about, I think it was 600 coins or 800 coins. Anyway, it was $8 Australian, and I found myself mostly buying egg incubators because hatching eggs was really beneficial XP wise and just Pokemon wise. Now, personally, I feel like egg incubators are very important, especially, well, actually no, they're all equally as important. 2k eggs give you, well, has the potential to give you starter Pokemon, a Pikachu, and I guess all the boring dumb vanilla ones, but it does give you candy for those Pokemon, which is really nice. The 5k eggs are very good also because they give you, or they have a chance, a small chance to give you regional based Pokemon. So that means Pokemon that are only found in other parts of the world, which is very good. It means you don't have to travel to those parts to catch them all. Trademark. And the 10k eggs are fantastic because they can give you some very rare Pokemon, or like an Eevee with a bunch of candy. I think another one with candy is a Kabuto and a Dratini. And today I hatched a 10k egg and got a Dratini with 20 candy, which was really nice. So at the moment I am fighting a gym in the neighborhood, just trying to claim it for my own. And I find myself really struggling against the Poliwrath, just being able to make it. Oh wait, no, I think, I'm not sure how this ends, but as you can tell, my Pokemon are not doing too much to this Snorlax, which is, see, not even my heavy super ability does anything. But for some reason or another, the Pidgeot seemed to have lasted quite a long time. Now the Golbat seems to be doing a lot of chip damage, which is actually quite hilarious. I didn't think the Golbat would do that well, but I think, oh no, I guess not. Oh, does he die? Oh, does he die? And there he goes. Just took him that little bit. So here I go ahead and obviously I revive those Pokemon that fainted in that battle. And I heal them as well because, you know, we're going to have another go at that to claim it, so they need to be at a reasonably high HP level. we start with the Executor. I'm not too sure if it's too effective against the Snorlax, it doesn't look it, but I thought just because it was my biggest one, it might do okay, but it seems like the Golbat does a little bit better, hence why I changed to it. I'm not too knowledgeable in terms of, well, I know the basic counters, but like counters to Snorlax and all that kind of stuff, I need to become accustomed to it, but the Pidgeot seems to be doing okay. It's reasonable damage, and it's not copying too much damage. Well, it is, but it's not dying too quickly, so I think... oh no, I guess not. Is this a 1 HP bug that I've been hearing about? I'm not sure. At the time I was just kind of focused on making sure that he was dead, just spamming the screen until I saw him faint. So okay, cool. So we do claim the gym, and I think I put in my Lickitung, yeah, okay, there it goes. I hatched that out of a 5k egg, and for some reason I think it's my favourite Pokemon. I think it's hilarious and it's great. So checking up my eggs, we are not close on any of them, which is a shame. But we'll hope to get some matches in the next episode. So please let me know if you guys want anything else in these Pokemon Go videos, whether or not you want me to battle more gyms or just stand in lure and just attract Pokemon to me and see how many I can catch, or evolve a bunch of Pokemon. Although in order to evolve I have quite a few Pokemon that are on the verge, that are kind of rare, that I don't really get in my area, which is really nice. So if we can hatch candies for those, and a decent, like let's say Eevee for instance, I think I've got 20 candies at the moment, and I think it's 25, isn't it? Or is it 50? Oh, now I'm baffled. Regardless, like a Mankey, I'm very close. A Growlithe, I have a 703 Growlithe at the moment, with about 36 candies. So I think that would turn into a beast. But yeah, we just gotta wait for those candies, to be honest. I don't really see Growlithes out in the wild. I think I've caught one in the wild before. And I've hatched 2, which is pretty cool. So, as you can see, we're currently walking to where we found the Venusaur. Where you see those 2 Team Valor gyms, that is not it. I actually walk past that. That's a shopping centre, and I see an Eevee on my nearby list, and it's in the top left, so I assume it's the closest one to me, so I get really excited. But as you can see, I assumed it was on the other side of the road because the other side of the road had a park, but I wanted to stay on this side because it's a main road and we were coming up on a shopping centre, so I wanted to get that one Pokestop just for those Pokeballs and such. Now it seems like my professional editing seems to have gone a bit south, but I think that'll be fixed shortly, to be honest. So yeah, at the moment, I currently have 3 10k eggs, as well as 1 2k egg, and we're back, which is really nice. But regardless, I have 3 10k eggs and 1 2k egg currently, and they're about halfway, so tomorrow should be a good day for egg hatching, and I think I might venture back to this spot where I'm going now, just because I seem to have gotten a lot from that area, which is really nice, although it is quite a far walk. I think in total I'm walking for an hour and a half, and I really do feel it at the end of it, to be honest. It's not the best feeling. So, just trying to catch this friendly Zubat, which is quite a large Zubat, to be honest. Now I'm trying to throw it with my thumb, hence why it looks so sporadic in the way I'm spinning the ball. It's not a technique, it's not a special spin, it's just me being frozen. So, as you can see in the distance, there's quite a few Pokestops, and I'm not sure if you can see, but that Team Mystic gym in the distance that's being under attack, that is, oh, it just got taken down, but that is where we are going. I'm not too sure if the quality is good enough, but after we, if you can see, there are lures down there, and I think there are 4 that are on that I can see. So in that one small area, so we're going to try and make our way down there and see if we can catch some rare Pokemon, etc. To be honest, my goal when I was walking to this place was to find some starter Pokemon. I was hoping for a few more Bulbasaurs because I have a really good, I think it's I got it today, it's a 511 Bulbasaur, which is really good, but at the time I was on 12, so I wanted to get more anyway, and it was just so happened that I found a really good Bulbasaur today, which is good. But yeah, I am Team Valor, and as you can see, we're pretty dominant in this area. And it's just the one Pokemon, so I think, I'm not sure if I show it, but I go up to that gym and train it up a bit and put my Pokemon in there. Okay, so skip to when we're really close, so we're coming up to it, and it's still a Team Valor gym, and obviously you got to save your battery sometimes, and I think I just wanted to test it out just to see if it would come through. So as I approach, once again we're only getting Doduos, which is unfortunate because I get a lot of Doduos. as we go through, we spot the Venusaur, and it's a whopping 1372. Now I'm too ecstatic. I hit the raspberry, get an Ultra Ball, hit an excellent throw, and I assume that I've just gotten it, and it popped out and ran away. Straight away. I thought I'd done everything perfectly in that moment, but it turned out that it was just, I almost feel like Pokemon Go was trolling me there. Just kind of feels like no matter what I can do, I wasn't going to get it. Maybe if I had spun it, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. So we did. So the fact now that I know that Venusaurs spawn in this area, I feel like I definitely will be back, and hopefully next time I can actually film myself catching one and not just being absolutely trolled by one, which is actually really unfortunate. I was so bitter about it. Oh, it was shocking. Poor luck. But we move on. Just catching more Doduos and stuff. Turns out I'm close to actually evolving another Doduo, so at the moment I'm just trying to capture as many as I can and try and build up those candies really quickly. But at level 21, even the simplest Pokemon like Doduo proved difficult, and even at level 21, throwing can be just still almost as if you're at level 1, because I just don't understand. You'd think I would have improved by now, but definitely not. So, we move along, and we're just catching more Doduo, getting even closer to that evolution. But, oh wait, that's an enormous Doduo. That is a 465 Doduo. And yeah, I use a Mega Ball on it just because I think at first I just assumed that it was a 100 CP Doduo, but I think I actually might end up evolving that one. To be honest, that looks very nice. So, nothing really that special other than the Venusaur in this area, which is really unfortunate. But it does seem like this area does get a bit of traffic. Actually, when I'd gone down there, at that time, it was 9:47 at night. I think there are about 100 people around these Pokestops, just every single one of them on their phones playing Pokemon, and it was such a sight to see. It was incredible. But yeah, Tangler, which is really nice. I think it's quite a big one as well. Yeah, 512, which is really good. So I think at this point, I'm just waiting for another Venusaur to pop up. But I know in my soul that I won't be catching another one today, or attempting to catch one today. And yeah, as you can see, just Doduo are my friendly Pokemon around where I am. What's this spot as well is that the Pokestops provide constant items, and like it's not much experience, but after a while, especially if you're around four Pokestops, it does add up, which is good. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just frantically trying to hit all these Pokestops as quick as I can, so they can come up again, and yeah, so I can just maximize the amount of items I get while I'm here. But I feel like this is near the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2, and please let me know if you'd like me to do anything differently in episode 3, because I'm sure that'll be the next thing on my channel. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. At this point I'm sure you're sleeping, but have a nice night, and I'll see you guys soon.